You know what, guys? Everybody talks about cryptocurrency prices, but there are very few people who know exactly what determines these crypto prices. And in today's video, we'll be looking at exactly that. Hello guys, this is Farhan Hussain and welcome to another video. If you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to get regular updates on the crypto world. And before moving on to our topic for the day, which is what determines the prices of cryptocurrencies in the world, let's take a quick peek at the crypto world, especially the top 10 cryptos for the day. Let's start off by taking a quick look, and as we can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Litecoin, and pretty much the top 10 ones are in red. And comparing to the change for the 24 hours, we can see Bitcoin is down by approximately 1%, while Ethereum is down by 2.6%, XRP is 2%, Litecoin 3.4%, Bitcoin Cash minus 4%. This is to be kind of expected, as for the past couple of days, pretty much most of the cryptos were in green, as there was a very short bull run. And for today, most of these traders, these people have started taking profits. That's why you're seeing a decrease in the prices of the cryptocurrencies. And as we can go up and see, we currently have a 280 billion market cap, while a 24-hour volume is close to $70 billion, which is really good. Especially there was a lot of bad sentiment towards the crypto world, but seeing this is pretty good. While if you're a Bitcoin fan and if you invested a lot of money into the Bitcoin, seeing a dominance of 65.8% is actually good. But if you have invested a lot of your money into altcoins, this might not be good, because as the dominance of BTC kind of shows that other altcoins, alternative coins, have kind of a lower value. Well guys, that was a quick look at the crypto prices for today. And now I'm going to be telling you about the major factors determining the price of cryptocurrencies in the world. To get a better understanding of this, we need to have a clear distinction between fiat and cryptocurrencies, although technically they both are currencies. Well, for starters, fiat is issued by a central authority, a central government, and is considered a legal tender in almost every country in the world. While on the other hand, we have cryptocurrencies which are not issued by a government or a central authority, and in some regions they are not considered a legal tender. And there's another distinction we should note here, is that most cryptocurrencies have a fixed supply, while fiats, they have an unlimited supply. And because of this, cryptocurrencies do not fall into the concept of inflation, which kind of affects other currencies, other fiat currencies in the world. Let's start with the first factor, and that is supply and demand. It is basically one of the basic principles of an economy. If the supply of a cryptocurrency is really high, while the demand is really low, the price of that cryptocurrency is going to fall. While on the other hand, if the supply is limited and the demand is high, the price of cryptocurrency is going to go high. Let me give you an example of this. In current circulation, there are 17.8 million bitcoins, and the total that will ever be mined is 21 million. So you can see that there's a limited number of supply, but there's a huge demand for Bitcoin. That is why the price of Bitcoin is very high compared to almost other cryptocurrencies. So this concept almost applies to every other cryptocurrency out there. And to give you another example, XRP, there's a total about 43 billion circulation, while the demand is not that high at the moment. That's why the price of XRP is not that high, while other cryptocurrencies can have a varying price depending on their supply and demand. The second factor is the media public sentiment, aka social media, hype, and human emotions. And in fact, this is one of those factors which is probably the most important factor when it comes to determining the prices of cryptocurrencies. A recent example is when Donald Trump tweeted about Bitcoin and Libra. It really affected the prices of cryptocurrencies. And yes, obviously not just Bitcoin, but pretty much all the other cryptos out there. So you can imagine this is such a huge thing. And also the human emotion. the other factor, which is very famously known in the crypto world, FOMO, fear of missing out. This was one of the key factors back in 2017, which determined the prices of cryptocurrencies, which the reason why the crypto prices skyrocketed when Bitcoin touched $20,000. Everybody on the planet was pretty much talking about Bitcoin, and because of that, it affected every single crypto prices. And that is the reason why even now social media hype is probably the number one factor in determining the prices of cryptocurrencies. The third factor is the usefulness of the cryptocurrency. Now, to a lot of you, you might just think that these cryptocurrencies are a type of investment and that is it. Well, technically you are correct, but it is just more than an investment. In fact, a lot of cryptocurrencies have various different functionalities besides being an obvious investment. Some of these can be for identification, some of them can be for storage, and a lot more. In fact, I have talked more detailed about in the past when I was comparing different types of cryptocurrencies, so you can check that out. You can check it out by clicking one of these cards here. The fourth and the final reason that determines the prices of cryptocurrencies in the world is an infamous one, and that is whales. If you're new to the crypto world, you might not have heard this term whales, but whales are those big wigs, those super rich people who basically manipulate the entire cryptocurrency world. They have the power and pretty much they have the money to do so, and this is something that is really looked down upon in the crypto world. And there's not just whales, like whales are part of big groups which can have even bigger influence in determining prices of cryptocurrencies. And this is one of the reasons why some people in the crypto world do not want regulations, as they say that, look, once we start getting regulations, the price cannot spike, the price would not be that volatile, as a lot of people do want to trade margins in cryptocurrency, which is extremely risky thing to do. But because of these whales, some people are able to do it, and some people will lose a lot of money. So the last one is whales. There's another factor which determines the price of cryptocurrencies, but it is not a major one, it's kind of a minor one, and that is the mining difficulty. Now, this does not pretty much relate to almost every cryptocurrency out there, as a lot of cryptocurrencies cannot be mined. They are readily available. This is the difficulty level of mining pertains to certain cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and others. But again, the higher the difficulty of cryptocurrency to mine, it's most likely that the price of that specific cryptocurrency will go up. Now, there's another question which gets regularly asked, and that is, why does the price of cryptocurrencies, almost every single crypto out there, so volatile? Why is it so extreme, Well, there are a lot of factors in this, and pretty much the biggest one you can think of is that the entire crypto world is really, really new. In fact, Bitcoin was created back in 2009, but we started getting official exchanges from 2011 onwards, if I'm correct, and the Coinbase, which is one of the most popular ones out there, started back in 2012. So you can imagine, compared to stocks, it is a very, very new thing. Another factor, which is the reason why there is so much fluctuation in the cryptocurrency market, is that there's limited liquidity. Basically, to give you a better understanding of this, let's say that the entire stock markets in the world is valued at $73 trillion, if the numbers are correct, while the entire cryptocurrency world is valued at $280 billion. So you can imagine there is a huge difference. For every minute change in the cryptocurrency world, the effects are much, much bigger compared to the stocks. Another factor which makes the price of cryptocurrencies really volatile, as I have mentioned previously, is the whales. And you already have a kind of idea of what these whales are and how they manipulate the prices of cryptocurrencies. And because of this, the overall crypto market becomes really volatile as well. So yeah, another minute reason is whales. Well, guys, that was a brief explanation on what determines the prices of cryptocurrencies and what makes cryptocurrencies so volatile and so extreme. These factors are some of my personal opinions and some of the things that I've researched into. But again, these do not encompass every single factor out there. For that, you have to do a lot more of your own research, and a lot of your own personal experience will kind of teach you a lot of different things. And if you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe so you get regular updates on the cryptocurrency world. And if you're new, also hit that like button. And as always, I will see you next time.